y'all. Welcome aboard Yara. Guess what? Today we are not going to go sailing, but we are going to make it one step easier for us to go sailing at some point in the future. We're going to put together all of our hard work up here for the inside helm station. Everything is kind of set up for the install. I think what I'll do is, first things first, just to make some progress, I'm going to install the binnacle, the compass pad here. Yeah, that would be a nice little easy win to kick things off. And, well, easy win, fingers crossed, to kick things off. We know how boat projects go. All right, so this is our inside compass, the latest in marine grade compass technology, I'm sure. But the last time the sea trial that we took on the boat, which was a long time ago, it did work. So, and I'm pretty sure, I think I saw these still being sold. I don't know. If anybody can tell me more about them and if they're any good, I don't know. But it's a simple install. So I do have to fish the wire through these holes here. And I labeled the wires when I took it off. That's what all that blue tape is, with the labels. But it is just a little bit dingy and dirty. You can see that like ring of dirt around there. So let's go ahead and give that a little bit of a scrub. So I'll set that aside so we don't ruin our varnish. I've got the hardware right here for the reinstall. To clean it, I'm going to use a little old toothbrush, and I've kind of been liking this electronics cleaner. Quick drying, plastic safe. I didn't want to use something too hard on this because I didn't want to discolor the black. So we'll clean up the unit itself, and then we have this cover here. So next, let's take all of this over to the helm also. Okay, dokes. Hey guys, so this one goes right here, and then I want the wires to be on the forward side of our inside helm steering cable and chain. So that'll just sit like that. Yes. Oh, check it out. Look at that. Yay. Okay, now what I gotta do is I'm probably gonna switch to the hardest one, and that is this one, to get mounted on top of these and mounted on top of this one. Okay, as you can tell, it is dark out now. I've been working at this for a few hours, but check it out. So we've already seen that one installed. We have this one installed. The key, I have the key. It's with the hardware for the wheel here. So well, the key will come, but look at that, like nice, clean, like open space there to like put something. Nice engine panel tilted forward so you can see it. This is the nice new teak pieces that we cut right there and right back here. The only thing I don't like, and I think this was a problem before, is there's this gap right back here. So eventually maybe just add a piece of trim, like wood trim, like that goes from here across over to there, and then just fasten it in either like under this or on top of that, or anyways, it's fine. I mean, it's not going anywhere. Just dust and a pencil or something could fall back there. So yeah, we already saw that. That's done. Now this is almost installed. It was kind of a pretty fiddly process to get the actual cables hooked up to the shifter and the trans and throttle cable here. This boot needs to go down, but those are in. And now what I need to do is I need to take a screw and screw up from the bottom of this to keep this in place. And then I'll just put all of that back in its hole, put the cover on, and for tonight we will call that good. So right now let's go ahead and just finish this part. And right on time, I will need Devin's help. So I'm gonna go up from underneath to do a screw that holds in up here like this. But if I do that without someone holding it down, it just pushes up. So I'm gonna have Devin stand here and hold this down while I go from underneath and screw up. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I can put this contraption all together. And for tonight, we can wrap it up. It's the next day, and what I need to do is show you where we left off. Check it out. So, ta-da! Look at that! This thing. Where are we going? I don't know. Let's look. There's our compass. And then we have our engine panel installed. And then our nice laminate Formica tops here and here. And those are all secured down nice and sturdy. We have the little triangle standoffs to scoot that forward, which kind of matches what's going on over here. Don't mind this guy. He's a little bit scary. But yeah, that looks good. I mean, the only thing that I could improve, I say right now, is like just add a little piece of trim right here, because right now that just goes back. But that's okay. No big deal. And check it out. I found the key. So we'll just leave that right there. I think he needs a maybe a little keychain or something right there. That'd be good. So there's the key. Now we can start the boat. We can steer, well, not steer the boat. We're going to talk about that, but we can go forward and reverse, faster or slower. And now I want to be able to steer the boat. Boom! Got that little backing plate on. So just, I previously had filled the holes so that the vinyl wrap goes on there nice and smooth. And even though I did that, the screw wanted to find the holes that I previously filled. So even though I drilled, I put the screw in there, and my screw kind of swirled around and hit that old epoxy, or not old epoxy, the epoxy that I put in, and it's not completely on center. It's not touching right there, which is great, but it's not completely on center. But it is level this way, which is great, but I would have liked it to be a little more equidistant all the way around. That's all right. It's not touching. It's not going to rub this and this, because this thing turns and this is static. So that's good. So we'll live with it, and I'm not going to redo the holes. So The next thing I got to do in the order of operations is get this split ring on. Now, the split rings, and this one's pretty thick, so it's hard to even muscle it together. And it sits in this groove. See that groove right there? That split ring has to go onto this, into there. Now, what you could do, and if you're in a pinch, and if you only have your pick kits, which again, I highly recommend having picks on the boat. They come in straights and angles and hooked. And now, I'm showing you the right angled ones. So we could take our picks, put those 2 picks in each one of the end of our holes of our split rings here, and then pull it apart and slide it on. That would probably work. But I remember that I have this tool, which is designed for the split rings. So to spread it apart, you have these little like jaws. They're kind of hard to see. Come on, focus. Focus. There you go. We have these little jaws, and there's little hole, like these stick in the holes of the split ring. And so you can open your split ring like that, or you can do it like this and close the split ring like that. So either way your split ring needs to go, you can do it with this. So if you have a tool, it should go on pretty easy, but you can still use your picks. So take your pick. All right, boom, got that split ring on. Add a little grease. It's seated in there nice. It's not bent or anything. It was a challenge to get around this this key here. I think that's what it's called, a key. So the wheel slides over that, and there's a little notch in the wheel that rides on that. And this guy, he's stuck in there, so I can't get him out, and I don't want to force him out. So I did have to split the ring pretty far here and then slide it over that key where the opening in the ring is, and then I turned it this way up here. But in order to do that, I actually used both. So I used this tool to get the ring like to that point of the key, and then I used my picks to like brute force it apart, so it's pulled apart enough so where the notch could slide past this key and then push it in place. So yeah, in that case, we needed to use both. A nice and tight wheel. Yeah, that's really good. I'm happy with that. So check it out. Inside Helm. Yes. I think we've made some good improvements here, and yeah, this will probably last for another 40 years. One could hope. Well, you know how it goes. This has been fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's a huge milestone. The interior of the boat looks a lot better. We can actually drive our boat now from inside the boat. And with that, it's a yacht of love. We'll see you guys on the next one.